What's up guys, it's Jeff here. Welcome to another coins update video. This is going to be a part 2, I guess, from my video yesterday. I did a calculator video for you guys, and I showed you some withdrawal strategies on how to use it and how to recoup your investment, to minimize your risks, and how to, grow your account and start to withdraw an income. But then this morning when I woke up, I was, hit with this surprise news here, the company news. Today on this page, you can see earn 3% daily. So what they've done is they've raised the rate of return from 2% to 3% daily, and they've also decreased the term period from 90 days to 60 days. Okay, so 1% difference might not seem like a lot to you, but after you see the calculator, I've updated the calculator so you guys can see the numbers. You will see that it does make a significant difference. Okay, so I'm going to get into it right now. Show you guys the calculator. One of the biggest, differences that you will notice, is that the minimum amount that you will need to be able that you will have to put in to reinvest daily is going to be lower. Okay, because initially at 2% per day, the lowest amount that you could invest into this was about $500, because 2% of that would give you $10, okay, which is the minimum amount that you need to deposit, and so you could reinvest your earnings every single day. Okay, if you put in less than $500, then you wouldn't be able to reinvest every day. But now at 3%, okay, the number changes to 350. Okay, you can now invest $350, okay, and be able to reinvest every day. Okay, so it's a decrease of $150, which is not bad. um, you know and how do you go about basically recovering your investment and growing your account and also withdrawing an income? Okay, this is what I'm going to show you guys how to do again, okay, with the updated calculator at 3%. All right, so what I've done here is on this page here, I've calculated the number of days it's going to take you to break even. Okay, so if we take our original $350 number here, and you can see here I have the withdrawal sum figured out in this box here, $356. How many days does it take, okay, by using the withdrawal strategy that I talked about yesterday? And for those of you that didn't see the other video, the withdrawal strategy basically is withdrawing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, okay, 3 days a week. Okay, and then also reinvesting on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so on the days that you're withdrawing, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you are withdrawing the money, and then the days you're not, you're reinvesting your earnings. Okay, so how many days does that take to recover your investment? And at 2%, we figured it out, it was 75 days. Okay, but now at 3%, you can see it's actually only 50 days. Okay, it's going to take you 50 days to recover your initial investment. So we've actually knocked off 25 days on recovering your investment, which is huge. It's like a month. You're saving a month of of time basically to recover your investment. Okay, and after that, once you've recovered your investment, you can decide, how you want to grow the account and how you want to withdraw your money. Okay, I would suggest, letting it grow for as much as you can before starting to take out some kind of income. Okay, because basically once you've recouped your investment, you're playing with profits, right? I mean, there's no risk involved anymore, and you're basically playing with 100% profit. So what I would do, what I would suggest is I would grow it for at least another term. Okay, at least another 60-day period. Okay, so after the 50 days, once it reaches 60, I would go out to, probably another 120 days before I would start really, taking out any more money, because I really want my money to grow to a point where I can get a nice chunk of change back. Okay, because up here it's nice, after when I get my money back and I'm withdrawing money, but $20 a day and or every other day rather, it's not that exciting, right? So, but once you let it grow for another period, let it compound, and you're reinvesting every day, and letting your money grow, at 120 days, you can see here, $20 turns into $80. Okay, so you're actually making 4 times more now at this point. So now you can withdraw $80, every 2 days or every 3 days. Okay, however you want to do it. All right, you can follow the same withdrawal strategy in this. Okay, because 3% is actually it allows you to maintain the account and grow it, and also withdraw at that pace. Okay, so you can withdraw 3 times a week, and not worry about depleting the account or draining the account. Okay, so once you get to that point, you can decide how you want to withdraw, either once, twice, 3 times a week, however you want to do it. I wouldn't go over 3 times a week because I think that will actually, deplete the account. But you know, just to give you an idea of how much you guys can earn with this, I did 2 different examples. Okay, I did an example of withdrawing 100% for 3 times a week, and I also did an example of withdrawing 50%. Okay, um, and withdrawing 3 times a week. What do I mean by that? 100% meaning, if I take $350 initial investment, okay, you can see the daily return here, $11.14. $12.17. Okay, withdrawing 100% of that, okay, 3 times a week. Okay, that'll take me 50 days to get my money back, right? To get my initial investment back. We just figured that out. All right. So after that, though, do you continue the strategy? Do you continue withdrawing 100% 3 days a week? Okay. Well, if you did that, for an entire year, and I did this calculation all the way down to, day 365. You can actually see that the amount doesn't really change a whole lot. It does go up slightly. Okay, so this is the amount. This is really the sweet spot where you can kind of stay, keep your account, at the point where you're withdrawing and not depleting the account. Okay, which is 3 days a week. And you can see it kind of slowly creeps up little by little. Okay, so you are gaining a little bit, just a very tiny little bit. Okay, and your withdrawals are always going to be like around 25. $26, something like that. Okay, that's withdrawing the 100%. Every 3 days. 3 days a week. Okay, and you can see the total after a year. You're going to make $3,634. Okay, now there's another strategy which I recommend. Okay, a little bit more aggressive strategy for people that are willing to do it. Is not taking out 100%, but actually taking out half. Okay, so withdrawing half of this, okay, and reinvesting the other half. Okay, so now the stipulation with this is that if you're doing that, you can't start with $350. Okay, because if you start with $350 and you're withdrawing half, okay, half of $10 is $5, and you can't reinvest $5. Okay, the minimum is $10. So what's the threshold for reinvesting at 50%? It's actually closer to around $650. Okay, because at $650, half of that is a little bit over $10, and at least that way you can reinvest every day. Okay, so what we're doing here is your daily return. You can see here 2069 is your daily return on that day. I'm withdrawing half of that, okay, and I'm reinvesting the other half. All right, and you can see a huge difference, okay, in this number right here. Okay, $44,716. What that means is over the course of 1 year, if you do this, withdrawing half and reinvesting half 3 times a week, you're going to make $44,716 for the year, okay, by putting in $650. All right, now just as a comparison, because we did 350 in the other example, okay, you're going to make 24,000 in that example, even though you can't, theoretically, if you were to reinvest this, every day for the year, or not every day, sorry, every 3 days, okay, and withdraw every 3 days, you would make 24,000. Now compare that to when we took out 100%, okay, we only made $3,600, right? I mean, it's still a great return on investment, right? $350, and you're turning it into $3,634. Okay, it's basically 10 times your money. But you can make a whole lot more money. Okay, if you just have that amount. Okay, so let's make it consistent. Actually, let's do 650 here. Okay, and let's do 650 on the other calc sheet, and then you can actually see the big difference. Okay, so all right, so $650 here, you're going to make $6,748, okay, after the year. But doing the half and half strategy, you're going to make $44,716, okay. So a difference of what was that, 6,700? So it's actually a difference of around $38,000, that you're making on top of that. All right. So different strategies for different people. Obviously, I know some people, because using the other strategy, the 100%, you're going to get your money back in 50 days, right? But if you were to do the 50% strategy, it won't be 50 days. I think it'll be someplace closer to, and we can figure this out really quickly. $650 is right about here. Right here, okay, 68 days, okay? So we're talking about a difference of about 18 days, a little less than 3 weeks, okay? So 50 days to get your money back versus 68 days to get your money back. And then on top of that, you're making $38,000 more over the course of a year, okay? So you can see how powerful compounding the interest is, okay? And that's the power of compound interest. That's why compounding is your friend, and that's why you want to compound, because you want to grow the account as big as you can get it, okay? But I know some people, want to get that return on the investment back as quick as possible. So, there's a strategy for everybody. If you're really aggressive and you want to like kind of just go for it, and really make some money with this thing, then you want to just let it, compound and reinvest every day without withdrawing at all. Okay, and you could do that. You can see this actually in this example here with no withdrawals. Okay, if I do $350 for at the end of the 365 days, you can just see what the account is going to grow to. All right, 365 days. With a $350 initial investment, at the end of 365 days, it's going to grow to $1.2 million, right? And you're going to be, and this is your daily return. Okay, so I mean, these numbers are a little ridiculous, obviously, but this is, if you reinvested and recompounded your earnings every single day, okay, and didn't withdraw anything, that's what you would get at the end of the year. Okay, and that's how powerful compounding is. So really, you guys want to figure out, how fast you want to grow this thing, how much you guys can afford to put in to start, growing your account. Because some people might put in 350, some people might put 3,500. Okay, if you do that, obviously you're going to get your, daily return is going to be a lot higher right off the bat, and you're going to start making a very good income right away with this kind of investment. Okay, so if you were to recoup your investment at 50 days, and then your daily amount is, let's go back to this sheet, and I'll show you guys. Okay, so withdrawing 3 days a week, 100%. Let's say our starting investment was $3,500. Okay, you can see the withdrawals already at in the hundreds. Okay, so after we get our, where is it? What's day 50? Okay, so day 50 here, we're already at $250 every day. So you can continue the strategy, right? And you can see that you're going to make for the year 36,000. But if we do it, half and half, 3,500. Right, you can see it's a significant difference, right? 240,000, and by day 68 was our breaking point, right? So 68 is right about here. Okay, 179. Okay, so you're going to be pulling out about 189, about, let's say around about $200. Okay, every 3 days, 3 times a week. Okay, so that's at the start, and you let it grow and grow. At the end of 6 months, and at the end of the year, I mean, you're starting to get $1,000 days, every other day and things like that. So everybody's situation is different. Okay, please decide for yourselves how much you guys can afford to put aside to grow this, and just run with it. Decide what kind of strategy you want to go with. If you're a little bit more risk averse and you want to get your investment back quicker, then do the 3 days a week at 100% and get it back in 50 days. If you're a little bit more aggressive and you can want to kind of grow it a little bit more, you can do the 50% and 50%. And if you're super aggressive and you really want to just take the bull by the horns and go with this thing, then just kind of roll it over for either 60 days or even 120 days, and just really let this thing snowball, and then you can start taking out massive amounts after you've let it compound into a big chunk. And that's basically the strategies that you can implement. All right. So as I said before, you guys, if you want a copy of the calculator, just message me, find me on Facebook, message me in the comments below. If you can send me like a private message with your email, or if you can send me a Facebook message with your email, I can email the spreadsheet to you. And then you guys can, kind of just play around with the numbers and have some fun with it. All right, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and please, look out for the next video. I'll be doing some more updates on this as we go. And that's going to do it for today's video. All right, this is Jeff signing off. Have a good night.